Quashigah, CEO na Farmhouse Production, and then my academia lankuda one anchi. Ekamado ways on him to me for your ways on.
You
like a phone. Ajiji mi gason kopo.
Mali.
Like a
Miela Jilo. Miela Jilo.
Okay. Akwa gadosa na unko wa mo pokona na dadokyum miawanya salona anya.
Well. Mkwenya Ivan Quashigah. Machira Kata.
Okay.
The Zion.
Kata Zion. Okay.
The Kata Zion by the junior secondary school. Then my normal junior high.
Okay.
Experimental junior secondary school. So
okay.
Pilot project more no 1979.
Wow.
And then over the guitar school.
Okay.
So from guitar school, I am over the Aquinas secondary school.
Okay.
So I'm the sixth form Aquinas, and then I come over the NAFTI.
Okay.
So I'm about film directing. I came back your film door at Chokata because Ujim the premiere cinema bo.
Okay.
Premiere Magalafio. I just read the Ujim in fact, nya park popular Croydon Cinema.
Okay.
Our Croydon Cinema over trails was Catholic RC school. Album premiere no dom ta those days I mean no the film me kona border na films over me kona border China drama.
Okay.
No bro don't plan more. Well, so since then that time the love of storytelling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how it started, or you getting into this production thing, putting up people together to have a
I am grown up because my uncle so your auntie so Vanna. Those days are Zion Missioner one cantata Christmas time.
Okay.
Our no cantata on Nanama Ovana Koshitomba Kloto Ovana album. Within a few hours they are able to put now up the Christmas play, the nativity play.
Okay.
And then besides that to Zion me wanna get a program drama groups and all those things, singing and all that. Ona me a strong for more commentary. Abani never even junior secondary school. He have no drama or no acting like sukwama. Aviva guitar school no poetry plenty more.
Okay.
Ima no jelko. Mavajo la kata eva no jelko. Father cinema.
Okay.
Father I don't know you never Father Kramas the jelko pa RC. Our no cinema them. 16mm film projector.
Okay.
We know of cinema them Friday nights and then Saturday nights. Time light when I found me. TV pogo.
That you not do
have for father cine.
Okay.
I when you bonza you dodgy kremi and chiga kami na. No more me ko Charlie Chaplin, John Wayne films. So that built the love for it.
Okay.
Then he moved again. Somewhere in 1984, Madogo Nafti Kitasco Vide again. I meet one Mr. Atuyani.
Okay.
Atuyani is one Yapa film or like Banto. Genesis chapter X. Was one of the big Ghanaian films. Aber even ever shoot film at like Kita Market Day.
Okay.
On your documentary on Keta Market.
Okay.
And then His Majesty Sergeant.
Okay.
So because my literature, the secondary school, I read a lot of in fact Kita Library, Manona Smile,
okay.
So now me discussions on literature, books and all that. You could come about Eviana, Clonam and Chibam, me have a Podo or meal.
Okay.
That was the first time I get a film set.
Okay.
And that day I went, Mapo, Grace Oma Bukla, you know, if you don't do Amagama gown or no acting anymore. And immediately I got there. This is what I really have to do.
Okay.
Have to do. From there, me shoot adverts, those tab beer adverts, all those things. So immediately I knew. Time ever shoot for me no editing on the naftia. Remember back about school you all film. So that's how I entered NAFTA in 1989, 90. And then I completed 92.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movie. Ban talking movie can go.
Well, you might do go NAFTA. Normally, when film school, 11 hour project, school project.
Okay.
So in your first film, in fact, that wasn't even the first. We were school group works and then individual productions. Your first was my second year film, which was a documentary film on the aged called Old in the New World.
Okay.
And then your final year film, that was Zado Kelly. Yeah, at that time I felt my feel bad. Identify and I feel much. Zado Kelly, and Zado Kelly did very well. In fact, your first international film awards, though I win local awards. That your first break internationally, and Zado Kelly. And, there's this film festival, which is the biggest film festival in Africa called FESPACO.
Okay.
So that was the first ever student film to have won that awards there. So that's where I started.
You might win award. How I was feeling like
well, I mean, 1993. That was when that day Ghana crashed out of the World Cup.
Okay.
I don't could you Abedipele Oyiva for football Algeria, and then they lost the match and then they were out of the World Cup. So Duamakatano was very, very sad, and I think I was the only one who was so happy because I had the news that my film had won an award, and it was in the newspapers, and that was the first time I came in the newspapers.
Oh, okay. Way back in 1993.
Yeah, so I was on top of the world.
That feeling though, it's great. Fast forward me as a movie when I was growing up in the early 2000s. That is Things We Do for Love.
Yeah, Things We Do.
You featured Ajite Anand, Jackie Appiah, Aluta, and then how did you put up that?
Okay, my email to go nafti. I'm a with advertising company. I do remember Lintas. At that time was the biggest advertising company in Ghana. And me on scripts, I was a copywriter, radio, TV producer, which means adverts Yokata, Unilever, Guinness, GSMF, all those things. I'm running. I feel producer, I have a shooter, commercials, and then if I will advert for protector and secure, and then I need to remember I'm almost for condom advert le TV jipo.
Okay.
Ta ovu no let no blast him about it. So we had to change the tactics because that was the beginning of social marketing.
Okay.
So we had to change the tactics and then then let's do radio discussions. So we brought the youth into Joy, and then around that time Joy FM 2 had come.
Okay.
So we started producing a program called Speak Easy.
Okay.
First one I mean was me the GBC all rejected. But then when Joy came, they took it up. So along the line, our sponsors, which was USAID, over and GSMF and JHU, over Yohiana Drama, Nanoma. So I've many Things We Do for Love, drama. Radio play, me called the a discussion program. But I knew drama. There's discussion. There's a call-in segment within the program. Now calls over. I'm a shama, but they want to see who Pusha is, who BB is, who
Aluta is,
and all that. And the pressure was on us to produce a TV version of that radio drama. Okay. So that was how the idea to produce Things We Do for Love came out. That through that time of our Beside, but here, Balama shooter. And I came up during officer more accepted because sponsorship it was just our own effort. Think Frightor Women's Digest. That time Mavanya head of production the company.
Okay.
Our Frightor Women's Digest production, Kiso concert party, Plemi Mokata all the time. Okay, come on shooter. And Frightor Women's Digest, shoot Nick, director Bubu.
Okay.
And Ozana about 2 days, 3 days, shoot now one episode.
Okay.
Time over no, Matan shoot it within a day. Never shoot it within a day, and then I'll use the other 2 days
to do the editing.
Do things we do for now.
Okay.
Because there was no funding for it.
Okay.
So I plotted, and then I went to shoot, saved the 2 days, and went ahead to shoot things we do for love without the knowledge of my bosses, you know. One new wave, then there was it coincided with a staff meeting.
Okay.
Me edit first one, we were almost finished with the second one. Meeting for mobile. There's something we want to show. Jake, you remember Jake Obetebila?
Yes.
Upper company, he was my MD.
Okay.
So, but okay, no problem. And then I played Things We Do for Love, the first episode.
Okay.
Second one, I feel like because enjoy.
Okay.
You know. So that's how Things We Do for Love took off.
Okay.
And then so we had to now change the concept from radio and then concentrate on TV. Echo. And then through that we had to bring in people like Jackie Appiah, Majid Michelle.
Ajeti
Annan, almost all Makat, what do they call him? Vincent Macaulay,
okay,
and all that. So that is what it is.
Sena Chikata and Co.
Yes. Yes.
So how did you get them, putting them together to have that good blend?
I me on adverts all the time. So there is a kind of a network we have established with a lot of modeling agencies.
Okay.
The modeling agencies who are actors models. So for me, what do they call it? Adverts. But the thing about Things We Do for Love, it's for the youth. And those days are, if you are shooting a film or you are shooting a series, those things are, you want to use people who have gone to the School of Performing Arts training or train professional actors. Okay. But because it's for the youth, there was no training for them. So we had to fall on modeling agencies. Someone like Majid Michelle, I have a sister of Plove for audition. But you come for, they should give him the script. And Yapa sister so that is how someone like Sena Chikata came from modeling agency, supermodels, and then Ajiti Annan, he was already acting on stage already. So I think he was the only professional actor I took, and then so the BB was now going to go to Legon and those things, So that's what.
With that, movie, my win awards, how do we?
Oh yes, I mean, Things We Do for Love won a lot of awards. In fact, including CIMG TV Program of the Year. We won Ghana, what do they call it? TV and radio awards, like back to back, so many times. He won so many awards, and also got recognition on social marketing and all that. Yep.
All right. Kami wanya salumi mpumple miafo Ivan Quashigah amenya CEO na Farmhouse Production. Mimi miapo miawa TV ojia mipo na movie so YOLO You Only Live Once, and yenya new episode yaka doeka vakakawa season 5. Makali mama nyata wato.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Like about Things We Do for Love continuation yenya YOLO.
Yeah, I need to remember the Things We Do for Love because the program was project-based.
Okay.
Which means there was funding for a specific period of time.
Okay.
Then we couldn't continue. And the unfortunate thing about the movie, okay, you have up to 4 seasons to do.
Okay.
1 season in television in 13 episodes.
Okay.
You understand? So me will up to about 52 episodes of Things We Do for Love.
Okay.
And then we're expecting to continue.
Okay.
And then the funding was not there.
Okay.
And we tried to get other collaborators to come in. Like a motor, for Things We Do for Love was just left hanging. Tana Aquila YouTuber, you see that the story doesn't really end.
Okay.
So there was a lot of pressure on us to they want more and they want more. And so when the call for a new project came having to do with adolescent reproductive health.
Okay.
And Olabamia will similar to Things We Do for Love. Okay. I thought that we should do a sequel in a continuation. Continuation of Things We Do for Love. But lucky me okay, because I'm no Things We Do for Love. I'm all watching. That's what lucky me okay. And then the idea came because I think and it's also because I've also become a parent of teenagers.
Okay.
And then so what I was seeing from my teenage children now, and then I realized that no, we could. It's like it's just a cycle.
Okay.
Where new word Devima
via
if you have a so I'm okay, then I can craft YOLO to be a continuation, but it's a story for 17 years and came out around the time Cyril is now a teenager.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So now he wants to connect with his son because he has realized that the things he has done when he was young were wrong.
Okay.
Kaka Jackie must believe Pusha is a changed
person. Okay.
That Jackie Mololomba Pusha. Do you understand? So that is the conflict that we built YOLO on, and it's also a very seamless continuation of Things We Do for Love, because you then it afforded us the opportunity to see all the other characters from Things We Do for Love coming in, not as main characters, but as like cameos. Over once in a while. But we'll connect now through the people. So Akpo Vincent, who was Marsha's brother, coming in. Even Marsha was in YOLO. Because she's now become a doctor in her mother's. Her mom was a doctor.
Yes.
Things We Do for Love. So she became a doctor and is now practicing. The same way, Upper brother he was dealing with Dede in Things We Do for Love, and they had a child who is Mark Anthony. Do you get it? So that is how we built the whole thing in order for it to flow seamlessly. And
so putting up these young lads with the likes of Cyril, George, Fela Makafui,
well, again, it's the same concept. We put out now. Acting has become very lucrative. I'm a shaman, and apart from being lucrative, popularity like now they become slave queens.
I have one here.
You have one. So when I will call her out, where we want people to come to audition her. Difficult as the time Things We Do for Love, and because almost every time I'm over an officer for auditioning. Almost every day. So so they were coming, and so when we made a call out, it was very, very easy. And someone like Cyril came in, they just walked in by themselves. I remember Fela Makafui Nevalia somebody and he thought the person could be a good actress.
Okay.
So play officer, and then so we give them the opportunity to show us what they can do.
Okay.
And we give them the scripts, and then they act out. Then after that, and we film them as they are doing the audition. So we are able to sit down and look through the rushes and in your footage.
Okay.
So we make and then we choose
affecting to
parts and all that. And it took us, I think, about 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
To put the whole project together before we even started filming.
All right. What are some of the challenges you can meet the journey you can?
Well, I mean, the main challenge is the fact that most of them they are not actors.
Okay.
So they don't really know camera angle.
You know, camera friendly.
Equipment, lights and lots of people working and you know filmmakers who all are a bit very aggressive and I know are a bit intimidated. It's the job of the director to calm the nerves of these people, get them to understand that you are playing with when you make a mistake you can do it again and again until you get it and all that. So we have a lot of patience for them.
Okay.
And then we work on them even before we start shooting and all that to get them to relax.
Okay. So what is, in your opinion, that is affecting the creative or the movie industry negatively?
Well, I mean, there are quite a number of them.
Can you still maybe Amado Lafmaker? Young production films are coming. Maybe they will learn from you because most of them look up to you.
Most of the people one of the key problems is the fact that people now think that it is an area that you can just get up and get into without any training and any, because Okona, the glamour side.
Okay.
Pictures them and then they want celebrity.
Okay.
You know, they want to be celebrity overnight, but it's a lot of work.
Okay.
And then when you expose them to the hard work that has to be done, then all on a bit they want something quick, and then they get out. So that is one of the major problems. They see the fun part, the celebrity status and Instagram, thousands of people, but then they are not ready to do the hard work and the training. You know, sometimes you can train even yourself.
Okay.
Then one of the other problems is the funding. How we talk a lot about funding in terms of looking for government to help us with some funds to be able to produce some of the works that we do.
Okay.
But I've always been saying that it has to be the other way around.
Okay.
In terms of how can we market our films, if we are able to market the productions in a manner that whatever we input in terms of funds, we are able to get that back and some, profit.
Yes.
When that is streamlined, the distribution network is streamlined, it will be possible for even banks to give us money to produce our films.
Okay.
So the distribution has been a problem. In fact, if you look around Ghana, most of Miaba cinema houses, Chan cinema houses, Rex, Orion, all those cinema houses, even in Accra. I know even there was one in Akosombo called Rio, and all the cinema houses have been turned into churches. They are no longer functioning as cinema houses, and so there's no place to show your films.
Okay.
And so it's become quite difficult for filmmakers to make returns on their films. And so if we are able to streamline that, in the past, majority of the cinema houses, and I'm very fortunate to have watched films in some of those places. It was very, very nice, very well organized places. Like Orion, like this at Circle. I'm sure you don't even know what Orion is. No film I go with your God for the national anthem.
Mashanacho.
You know, and then there was this man called Ajaz Bukana.
Okay.
He has this loud sneeze. Let's sneeze, then we all start laughing before the film starts.
Okay.
You know, this was quite a culture that we had. You know, we no longer have that now. That it makes it very difficult for filmmakers to make money from their films. And so, if we are able to streamline the way films can bring in returns to producers, I am sure we can get people to produce a lot of movies, and then the funds will come.
Okay,
is that not it?
Yeah. That is it.
So that is the one of. I mean, for me, is the biggest problem.
Yeah. Okay. Was YOLO your biggest project so far?
Oh, I've done huge projects, but you know, in the world of advertising and corporate productions, you hardly give credits. You take credits for most of the things that you do. Farmhouse Productions, I have a major, about 90-95% of the work we do is into corporate productions. So some of the biggest productions, I'm sure you've heard about Mentor.
Yes.
You've heard about Ghana's Most Beautiful.
Wow.
You've heard about Talented Kids.
Okay.
And so that is for TV3.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And that is what we do for them.
Okay.
Then you look at Hitmaker. You look at
MTN Hitmaker. Okay.
Heroes of Change.
Okay.
You look at and so many of them, and those are for MTN Carols. Those are for. So there are things that we do for our client, that is MTN. And then apart from that, you also know about Ungalicious Ghana Cooks.
Okay.
We came to shoot
some
scenes here.
Yeah.
And always I want to bring my
something home.
So we did. We do Onga, which is also one of our clients.
Okay.
And so there are quite a number of them. And then besides that too, there's also development communications that we do, which is like USAID, UNICEF, UNFPA, and all that. So those are projects that we do, and it takes us all over the country, like filming, documentaries and all those things. So in Farmhouse, we do TV, we do events and all that. Yeah.
Okay. I wish to work with one of your events. All right, so what are the easiest kind of people you work with?
Who are the easiest?
Kind of people you work with?
There are some, in terms of, you mean in terms of like
the movie, yeah.
For me, I will always stand up for Ajiti Anand. Ajiti Anand is one of the most humble people, even as he's acting as Pusha.
Okay.
When you see him, he's like, his character is like far different from him.
He's very
personally,
real.
Nelafia Manufogo.
Okay.
Kajana Biebana phone. It's one of them, the easiest, and then he's always on time.
Okay.
Let's bring about 8 o'clock. 8 exactly he's there. Or even before. And never he will just be quiet and listen.
Wow.
There are some that are very difficult to work with. They will come very, very late. I won't mention them.
Who are those? Is he Drogba?
No, I won't mention it. You know, the young ones, as I said, they are also interested in glitz and glamour of the work. Aleko, no, feel 1 week, 2 weeks, okay, to a superstar. Do you understand? Those ones are very difficult to work with. But I orient them in a manner that they should understand that if you take this thing as your professional, you can live on it and live very well. So when you are serious with what brings you the bread, puts bread on your table. God will give you the opportunity to continue to enjoy it. So Mahuna know to calm down and I'll take their work seriously. So
model industry, I'm the movie industry. I got fetch with payment of no either shooting plateau amodobo yogachi producers Adonchi and even my uncle what's the name Kofi Ajololo. I work on Poku de one of my badanchi industry, more production film out of more kind of
yeah, you know, when you said the challenges, I mentioned funds. It's a huge problem. In the sense that filmmaking Amado, maybe Amado, Temami Godoma and Afti, one of our thesis, one of our students, one of his questionnaires was to ask ordinary people, how much do you think the cost of film production is? Like if somebody wants to produce a film, how much is it? Amado Banka, 5,000. 2,000 and those kind of things. In the sense where I'm gonna mean that the extent to which the capital, the extent to which how capital intensive the film industry is. No, they don't know. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's huge. And look, if you are shooting with about 40, 50 people, even their breakfast, lunch, and supper is on you.
Oh, you okay?
And then at Dogoham, you have to go and rent a hotel. And stay. And then sometimes wherever you are shooting, you have to pay for that. And then to the extent that you have to look after, take care of their costume, and all the props and everything. And all the props and all those things makes it very, very, very expensive. And then, some of the producers, they want to do something. They want to shoot something. So, my brother, you have to have patience.
Okay.
Now, if you're an actor and you are starting,
okay.
When you go through the mail and you establish yourself, like someone like Jackie Appiah and the rest, that one, these things are quite high.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you have to have the passion.
Okay.
You have to have the passion for
the job.
The job, and then you can do it.
You can do it.
So there are also some producers who think that they can just call people and use them and not pay them. that one is a fact. Yeah, they are there.
All right. So what do you think we can do to revive the industry? Industry na fortune abale no those is me. We have a fever of here.
Okay, so just about last week before I came to Qatar, a couple of days ago, there's this a film bill which has been in Parliament for a long time.
Yes,
has now been passed. So it means that it's going to provide a framework for the industry.
Okay.
So there are lots of areas in it that would streamline the work of filmmaking the industry. And I hope we can utilize that to restructure the film industry, because we had quite a vibrant film industry when Ghana film industry was there. Along the line, everything just fizzled out. So that is my prayer. But on our own, we are also trying as much as possible to use technology. In terms of the opportunities that a digital environment can give us. Now there's data around, so you are able to watch films on your phone. You are able to pay for things using your phones. So if there is a way, we are creating platforms that people can pay and watch the films that we produce on their phones. What will happen is that it will make it very accessible, films very accessible to people, that they can watch it in the comfort of their home, and then also at the time they want. And then also, if we are able to structure it in a manner that will be cheap enough for people, young people especially, who are digitally savvy, to be able to watch these films, then somehow we would be solving the issue of funding.
Okay.
Because we would be distributing the films on the phones or on digital platforms
for you to pay before you get access to
watch.
it.
And then that means the issue of the block and mortar environmental cinema houses and things like that. We have done away with it. You get it. So I believe that if we are able to put in place something, use technology, we should be able to go around the issue.
Right. With that, na amade maybe young ones are doing me agbafieke want to do more lumbe. How do they get access to your production?
My phone. As for messages, I get it almost every day. I'm mobile or act and all that. So we invite them to our office to come for auditioning. So in your office, we don't charge anybody for auditioning.
Okay.
There are some producers who charge people. Oh boy, you're auditioning. I think that it's not a good thing to charge young people for.
So you give them the chance, free of charge to
show their talent. And then also I've been trying my best to link up with some of the young people in our region to try and get them to also look at. Some of them have the interest already. So when I see them, like Pascal, I saw him shooting, and then I got down and went and spoke to them. We became good friends. Along the line, I invite Wakmona, the actual the production, what is going on. And then there was a group in Ho who also invited me, and I was going to Ho around that time. So I went and spoke to them, showed them what can be done. So we are quite a lot of Rotarians in the film industry. And the person who wrote Things We Do for Love for me is Edward Sedo Jr. He had the guitar school.
Okay.
Do you understand? And then the person who wrote season 5 of YOLO. Eddie wrote Things We Do for Love and YOLO season 1 to 4.
Wow.
And then season 5 is also Selassie Yao. So we are all from origin. And then when you are on the set, you find so many people, cameramen, soundmen, the guitar school collector, so
that's nice.
We are doing our best to try and get the young people involved in the creative industry.
All right. Tell us about your new project coming out. That is Strike.
Strike.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what happened, anybody? Just like Things We Do for Love, YOLO was also a funded project. So along the line, the funding ended. And then there has been a call where we should continue. Right now, it's not like the past when we didn't have equipment and all that. We now have a lot of film equipment. And so all we need is to put two people together and shoot something. So we decided to do, and Strike YOLO, there were 2 projects I had developed. I created them, and then I pitched YOLO for the USAID funded this thing, and then it was accepted. So Strike was always there. So in this time that we are not shooting YOLO, I felt that we should shoot Strike. So Strike is also featuring some of the people from YOLO. And then also the story is almost similar, like it's not a sequel to YOLO. It's a standalone, but it has this boy meet girl kind of things in it. But this one, he's an unemployed guy who is looking for a job and ends up being offered the position of a driver, and he has to decide to take it. And along the line, he has, because he's a first-class student, he starts, and he's driving the boss's daughter, so sparks starts flying.
So how soon are we having?
Well, we are pretty much ready to come out. Sorry, airport of you, in fact, me testing digital platform.
Yes.
So me create an Android one at home.
Okay.
And so the Android one, you farmhouse movies. People able to go there.
So Play Store.
You can see at least the first episode because we are testing the platform. So there's 2 CDs.
Okay.
You pay 1 CD 99 pesos.
Wow.
And then you can watch. Watch the program.
Subscribe and watch.
And then we are working on the iOS.
Okay.
And Tana iOS store already. And then we launch the whole thing.
Okay.
And then we can see whether that because if we are able to make money from showing it on the platform, then it becomes the standard or what we have been dreaming about, that we have a serious problem with distribution and we think that technology can help us solve that problem.
Okay. Yeah. Someone is asking, when is the season 6 of YOLO is coming up?
That's the question everybody is asking.
So this one from Fear Not Inside Avloto is sent in this one.
We are currently working on another format of it. Then there's going to be a new call for a new project.
Okay.
So it is likely to be part of the new project coming this new year, 2021.
Okay.
So when it comes out, then we would continue from there.
Okay. All right. Gamama le miango yava idon. Na madebe I have that close relationship with your social media handles. So maybe amadebe it's more ngoma kuku more cho jiomirungu.
Well, yeah, social media platforms. So Kata is Ivan Quashigah, IVANQUASHIGAH.
Okay.
And so Mahona messages on Instagram, Twitter, and all that.
Okay. Like Farmhouse production about social media handles, so
yeah, Farmhouse GH.
Okay.
Farmhouse GH.
Okay. All right. But nyamamlike no nyamamlike na washuka ka nya tapuru nya kana abona nya banya salona nya actually.
Well, I would say that it's exciting to come and speak to you. And young ones, or they want to go into acting. I think that they should also take their schooling very seriously.
Okay. Okay.
It's important, but you take the school seriously. And then you read a lot. Amado diction, quite good. You have to read a lot. Keta library, make use of the Kita library and read as much as you can.
All right. I'm over there. They did like a Kelly. Acting so I make sure what audition. Yeah. I film all quick with their phone.
Okay. And act something and send it to us.
Okay.
For us to have a look.
All right. Thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you.
Everybody go down.